Hello once again, race fans. This is Bob Burback, Checkered Flag Motorsports Television, bringing you the point races from Twin Cities Speedway. Representatives of the NorCal Dwarf Cars throwing frisbees into the grandstands. As we always like to point out, they're much better at driving race cars than they are at throwing frisbees. There's a look at the Vookster. Randy Schertz in the foreground and Bert Endicott in the background. Here's a look at Michael Corbridge has trouble getting up onto the flag stand, giving away a hat. I'm Bob. We'll be back. All right, here we go, race fans. The first event of the evening, first of two mini stock heat races. This division rock and rolls. Here we go, up the front straightaway. Green flag flies on event number one. Doug McKenzie up around the top. Oh, McKenzie real sideways coming out of two. And Donnie Fortney takes advantage. We're three wide up the back straightaway. Dozier into the fence, up the back chute. So Dozier is having an adventurous couple of weeks here at Twin Cities. Right, here we go. A beautiful Saturday night in the Yuba Sutter area. Green flag flies. Glenn Wingate and George Morrow begin to apply. Well, George loses a little coming off of turn number two. Jammin' George in number 91 back behind the wheel tonight. Fortney, the 22 car of Wingate. Glenn right on the heels of points leader coming into tonight's race, Mark Hill. Hill has led the mini stock standings from the outset this season. And Wingate's a little sideways coming out of turn number two, and Morrill made up a lot of time after losing it through turn number two on the initial lap. Morrill up around the outside. George through three and through four moves into second position. Good run for Morrill here in heat race number one. Fortney and Morrill. Fortney a little bit of a push coming out of turn number three into four. Best race on the track, you're looking at it. 1, 2, here we go, up the back straightaway. Fortney's a little high coming off of two. Morrill takes advantage. So Jammin' George gets by Dangerous Donnie here in the closing laps of heat race number one, which thus far has been a thriller. And now Fortney closes back up on Morrill with a good run through 1 and 2. This is a superb auto race up the front straightaway. White flag is on the Speedway this time around. Morrill through 3 and 4. Looks like he'll pick up the 4 available points. Checkered flag flies. Of course, George way out of the points race, having shared the ride during a good part of the season. George Morrill wins heat race number one. It was a good one. Donnie Fortney runs in second position after an early lead. Looking forward to the feature. All right, here we go. Heat race number two is lined up. Good to see him back after, well, actually the second appearance, such as big hit into the front stretch wad. Sean Merritt green flag flies here on heat race number 2, Merritt in truck number 77. Prior to the heat races here in mini stock competition, saw Chris Zaveson walk from the pits to the tower, and she yelled up and told me that her car is broken. So perhaps Chris Zaveson, right in the hunt as far as points go, may not compete in tonight's racing. Anderson in number 34 doing a superb job in his only his second outing last week, picking up a runner-up spot behind Zaveson. Jeremy Blackshear in number 01 leads going up the back straightaway. Sandy Fortney in number 28 now starts to make up some serious ground. So it's Blackshear, Fortney, the 7 car of Renee Robertson. Renee doing a great job running in 3rd position, comes to a halt here out of turn number 4. Blackshear's real sideways. Fortney gets into him. Up the back straightaway they go, banging on each other. Mark Hill looks like he's going to take advantage. The point leader goes into turn number 3 through 4, and up the front straightaway. Is he going to get the lead? Yeah, it looks like it at the yellow flag. Oh my. All right, here we go. We're going to go green this time around. Hill did beat Fortney to the yellow flag, and thus will take the green up the front straightaway. Fortney runs in 2nd. Blackshear runs in 3rd. In 4th is John Lindgren, then the Sean man, then John Ant. Up the back straightaway now. A good look at Wicked Rhonda. She's trying to make some progress towards the front. Sister Renee having all kinds of problems coming off of turn number 4. Look at this run up the front straightaway. The 28 car with a very, very good run coming off of turn number 4. On the gas and up the back straightaway. Wicked Rhonda picks up a couple of positions in a half a lap. Good run. Now heats up for the lead. Looks like the Fortney gang is going to be involved in some serious auto racing here tonight, as Sandy now buries number 28 into turn number 3. Up the front straightaway, 1 more lap to go. Let's see if Sandy's got anything for the point leader Hill. Up the back chute. Talk about a couple of people who are due. Neither one of these folks have won a feature this year. Hill's going to win the heat race. Fortney runs in 2nd position. Good run for Rhonda here in heat race number 2. So both the mini stock heat races were barn burners here tonight. I'm Bob Burback. We'll be back in a minute. All right, race fans, here we go. Dynamite comes in small packages. The NorCal Dwarf Car Racing Association, NorCal, is on the track. We're ready to go green. Well, I guess we're not going green this time. How about brothers on the front row? Bert Endicott, car number 65, the 86 car. The Vookster, Vookie Wilson, on the outside. Endicott, lots of success here at Twin Cities Speedway. The Vookster has yet to pick up a feature event victory, but came from the back to, I think, 3rd or 4th last time they were here. Don't have it in front of me, and I can't remember everything. On the inside of row number 2, Danny White. White having an interesting season, to say the least, doing a great job. And lots of up front finishes. Coming off of turn number 4, here we go. Green light is on. The brother act goes into 1 and 2, and they're still side by side coming out of 2 and up the back straightaway. Bert Endicott, Vookie Wilson, 1, 2. Up the front straightaway, White maintains third. Great field of cars and drivers. Oh, the champ, Diamonds down, or cuts down off of the straightaway through 1 and through 2. Take a look at Ross. Man, I'll tell you, Howie Ross has come into his own. Look at it, 3 wide coming up the front straightaway from the back to the front into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position already. Fuki a little high coming out of turn number 2. This is Checkered Flag Motorsports Television, where you'll always see the best race on the track. And right now it's 3 wide coming out of 4 yet again. Now Ross makes it into 4th position. Oh, he fades to fit. Now a problem up the back straightaway. Ross having a real tough turn 1 and 2. Perhaps, yeah, looks like it might even be a flat right rear tire for the NorCal Dwarf Car champion, and that is the case, it so appears. Through 3 and through 4, it's Endicott, Wilson, 1, 2. Check out the paint schemes on those cars, trick-looking stuff. Now Wilson looks underside, brother Burt, side by side, brothers racing through 3 and through 4 up the front straightaway. Fuki takes a look down low. Burt with a real run through 1 and 2, gets a good run off of 2, puts 2 or 3 car lengths between them. Check it out, Fuki's starting to make up some time, but so is White. Looks like we're on the white flag lap now. Looks like Bad Burt might be having, it sounds like that engine's doing a little bobbing and weaving. Here comes White, look at this. What a last lap. Heat race number 1 is in the books. Burt Endicott holds off brother Fuki Wilson. White runs 3rd. Problems for the champ. And man, that was a good one. Dynamite comes in small packages. Sean Salisbury in the mix as well. Salisbury, your feature event winner here last time the dwarf cars were here. We'll be back. All right, here we go. Dynamite comes in small packages. Heat race number 2. The NorCal Dwarf Cars are here once again at Twin Cities Speedway. High-speed replica racers. Here we go off of turn number 4. Green flag flies. Nice to see Mike Corbridge back in the Interstate Batteries number 18. Talking to Mike in the pits. I guess he's doing really well with the Interstate Battery people. Hasn't had time to go dwarf car racing right now out in front of this great field of 10. Now through 3. Oh, look at this. The 13 car doing a great job. That's Kiefer, Mike Kiefer. Mike Kiefer, who is wearing the best looking driving suit here at Twin Cities Speedway. Starts to make his way towards the front. There's Sean O'Leary, the Sean man from San Francisco. Up the front straightaway, heat race number 2. Oh man, we're gabbing. Corbridge is having a problem up the front straightaway, so your early leader, Mike Corbridge. Now Kiefer starts doing a little agricultural racing through the infield, kicking up some dust. All right, let's see how this thing shakes out as Randy the Tin Man Shirts starts to press O'Leary. Best race on the track, you're looking at it. As will always be the case with Checkered Flag Motorsports Television. That's us. I'm Bob Burback up the back straightaway. O'Leary and Shirts. Here we go, big bad battle for second up the back straightaway, side by side into turn number 3. White flag is on the speedway. Steve Alberti Jr. in Dad's number 33 is easily going to take this one after running in second for a while. Alberti comes across and takes the checkered flag. Heat race number 2 is in the books. Shirts gets O'Leary. So Steve Alberti Jr. picks up heat race number 2. Schertz gets by the Sean Man for second. O'Leary runs in third. I'm Bob. We'll be back.
Stacy Baldwin, number 24. I know that car is here. I believe Stacy's here. But the car's not on the racetrack right now, so apparently a non-starter will go with 5 cars.
All right, here we go. My name is Bob Burback. A little bit light on the field here in stock car racing this weekend. Up the back straightaway, heat race number 1 has the green flag. And Jimmy Vieira through 3 and through 4 up the front straightaway leads lap number 1. John Porkchop Johnson runs in second position. In third position is Billy Knoop in car number 73. Knoop, feature event winner here earlier this year, 3 weeks ago. And probably the biggest surprise of the season, Jason Cavazos maintains 4th position, but Jason significantly more consistent and faster around the Twin Cities Speedway quarter mile. Vieira continues to lead him here at the conclusion of lap number 3. So Jimmy V smoking, push through 1 and through 2, and up over the top goes Vieira. Johnson and the 73 car of Knoop get by. Knoop, Bill Knoop, a lot of smoke coming from the 73 car. Starter Robin Davies, I believe, showed him the black flag. Now Cavazos and Vieira for 3rd and 4th. All right, Jimmy V's car seems to be a rocket, gets through 1 and 3 pretty well, but seems to push real bad right there through 2, and it's costing him time. So a good look at Jimmy Vieira, teacher at Marysville High School here in the Twin Cities area. John Porkchop Johnson, legendary stock car figure here at Twin Cities Speedway, comes up the front straightaway, collects starter Robin Davies' white flag. The Chop and wife Michelle expecting number 2 here in a few months. Up the front straightaway, checkered flag flies. Porkchop wins heat race number 2. Number 2, try heat race number 1. We do know the difference. My name is Bob Burback. Heat race number 1 is in the books, and the Chop makes short work of a short field. We'll be back.
On the racetrack are in there somewhere in the top 10 in points. Jerry, of course, 00 leading in points.
All right, here we go. I happen to know there are 13 stock cars in the pits. Only 10 have made the call for heat race competition here tonight. Shefka is not in the field. I noticed that Draper is not around. Well, green flag flies. Here we go. Look up around the top. Danny Avalos, the Dan Man, through 1, 2, 3, and 4, doing a great, Duffy real sideways coming out of turn number 4, cuts off the line. Here we go. Heat race number 2 is underway. Cindy Sherman, front row starter, real sideways off of turn number 2. Cindy Sherman. Cost her big time getting sideways off of turn number 2. Mike McAllister in the black number 7 is just plain checked out. So Mike, if you want more airtime, you got to make it a little more competitive here, as McAllister, as you can see, coming up the frame, not even in the frame. McAllister coming off, a little sideways, but coming off of turn number 2 as Duffy's coming off turn number 2. 3 car of Avalos keeping their point leader Bartlett at bay. Now Bartlett tags Avalos coming into turn number 3. Dan Man doing a great job here in heat race number 2, holding off the champ up the back straightaway. Good look at the best race on the track. through 3 and through 4. Now Bartlett takes a look down low. Oh, right up across the nose of Avalos. Big slide job side by side up the back straightaway. This time Bartlett seems to have secured the position, moves into 3rd. Duffy on the high side makes a good run. Now he has the champ breathing down his neck. 1996. Okay, whoa, Duffy. Real squirrely coming out of turn number 2. And real sideways again coming out of turn number 3 into 4. White flag is on the Speedway. McAllister is just like so far gone, we don't even know where there he is. Coming out of turn number 4, McAllister. And he's got almost a half a lap lead in 8 laps. McAllister might be someone to look at in the feature. Duff finishes 2nd. Bartlett 3rd. Avalos runs in 4th after a big struggle with the point leader. We'll be back. I'm Bob. Okay, race fans, check out the sunset here in the Yuba Sutter area here tonight. Absolutely gorgeous evening for auto racing, and man, have we been waiting for this one. The mini stock feature event is on the track. We're ready to go for 20 tough ones around the Twin Cities Speedway quarter mile. Doug McKenzie in number 99, having all kinds of problems in his heat race, is on the pole. Great field of cars and drivers. Sandy Fortney, car number 28, inside road number 3, flanked by Mark Hill. Hill, the point leader coming into tonight's event. It's outside row number, that's row number 4, of course. Row number 5, Glenn Wingate in car number 22. The 77 truck, really glad to see Sean back. Sean Merritt out of Marysville. And we notice here that the 11 car of Christine Zabson is on the track. The transmission problems, we are told, is going to, we thought it was going to prevent her from running, but perhaps they've got that locked into one of the gears that's still workable or something. But anyway, it looks like Chris will take the green flag and collect the available points, for starting the feature event. All right, we're going to go green next time around. There's a look at the Zabson number 11, flanked by Dozier in number 95. Dozier in number 95, having all kinds of adventures over the last couple of weeks here at Twin Cities Speedway. John Lindgren in number 72. Man, as he do. How about the 28 car inside row number 2? Here we go. Green flag flies up the front straightaway. Up around the top. Donnie Fortney, shoots the gap and leads going up the back straightaway. Wicked Rhonda maintains 3rd. Mark Hill with a very good opening lap. McKenzie is in 2nd. Morrill starts to make his way towards the front. Oh, problems for Rhonda up around the top. 28 car left, right, and now center. Sideways on the back straightaway. Got cars spinning all over the place. I think that might be Butterfield up there by the tire. Yellow flag is on the Speedway for the first time. I'm Bob. And yeah, we'll be back. In a minute. All right, here we go. Green flag flies. Fortney leads going into turn number 1. Doug McKenzie runs in second. George Morrill in car number 91 up the back straightaway in third. Second grouping here for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Breaks away from Merritt, who currently runs in 8th. And then a big gaggle of cars here up the front. Oh, problems on the front straightaway. As Sprague number 54 gets hammered into the wall, gets together with a 95 truck of Dozier. Still a big bad battle up front. No yellow on the Speedway. So Fortney, McKenzie, Morrill, Hill, Lindgren, 1 through 5 up the back straightaway. Through 3 and through 4, Donnie Fortney in car number, oh, side by side up the front straightaway. Oh, big through 3 and through. Now we got one. Oh, we got one on its side up the front straightaway. Taking a look at a big bad tussle between the 28 car of Sandy Fortney and the 22 of Glenn Wingate. And we've got one upside down. I think that was Sean Merritt in a truck. It is Sean Merritt upside down here or on his side. So car number 77 truck, we're looking at our stag cam right now. And yeah, the camera we got pointed towards turn number 4 should show us something. So Sean Merritt gets well, he's sitting up on the top of his truck. He's actually sitting on the top of the right door of his truck. All right, here's a look at it from our stationary camera pointed towards turn number 4, and this is certainly going to tell the tale. So oh, Renee Robertson and Merritt get together coming out of turn number 4, and Merritt gets upside down. It appears much to the delight of a couple of the fans who jump up and down screaming. All right, here's another look at it. Here's your leader, Fortney, and in this second group should be Merritt and Robertson. They get together through 3 and through 4, and boom!
Hold on and go for the ride. Your truck's actually probably going to be a previous shake, though. Yeah.
All right, I hope we were able to catch that short interview with Merritt. We'll be back. All right, we were down for a rather lengthy red flag here in mini stock competition. Unusual for mini stocks to get upside down, but Sean Merritt buried it into the front stretch wall, tipped it over on its side. Fortney leads going up the back straightaway into turn number 3. Donnie Fortney, now Sandy Fortney, presses the 72 car of Lindgren. Now Renee Robertson in car number 7 presses Fortney. This is a good run for the Red Dog sequel, now up the back straightaway. Through 3 and through 4, heating up right up front as Fortney. Now McKenzie takes a look underneath Fortney. Morrill in number 91 with a good run through 1 and 2. Overtakes McKenzie for second position. Good to see Doug back in number 99, back in competitive that was, having engine for, oh, and now side by side up the front straightaway, Mark Hill. Hill and Lindgren get together. Hill gets out of the gas wisely, I might add. Now the 2-point contenders going into turn number 3. Oh, Robertson reels sideways in 4 and gets it stopped, maybe high-sided on the berm. Nope, she gets it going, and now she's got Sister Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda, out of turn number 2. Stop. That's going to prompt yet another yellow flag, I think. Now, I guess not. Rhonda continues to sit silent off of turn number 2, and now the yellow flag flies. And here's the run to the yellow. Morrill makes a move underneath, and oh man, that was close. The race to the yellow flag may have been won by George Morrill on that one. Someone other than me is going to make that call, however. All right, here we go, up the front straightaway. George Morrill, car number 91, and Donnie Fortney, 1, 2, now Wingate in 3rd. Mark Hill runs in 4th position. Sandy Fortney in number 28 runs in 5th. Oh, now McKenzie's real sideways up the front straightaway. Hang on. Steady Eddie Butterfield moves past McKenzie, as does Blackshear, and I believe McKenzie has experienced either two. Oh, Dozier's real sideways out of 2. Now he's sideways coming back onto the back straightaway. Hang on. Morrill, Fortney, the 22 car of Wingate, 1, 2, 3. And Mark Hill runs in 4th position. Fortney runs in 5th. Interesting that Chris Zaveson, here they are coming up to lap Chris once again, has probably picked up a few points here due to attrition, even though her car is locked into what appears to be a specific gear, which doesn't allow her to be competitive here tonight in the feature, but she's making laps and making some points. Best race on the track here, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 5th, and 6th. Fortney, Wingate, Hill, Fortney. Morrill begins to put a few car lengths between himself and Donnie Fortney as the white flag flies now. Up the back straightaway. No, it's a yellow flag. Dozier's stopped on the back chute. Well, I'm Bob Burback. So much for being on the ball. I thought Robin Davies was waving the white flag. Turned out to be the yellow flag. So we've got 2 more to go. Let's see if Fortney has anything for Morrill. Does Wingate have anything for Fortney? Does Hill have anything for Wingate? And does Sandy have anything for any of them? White flag now does fly on the Speedway. Morrill up the back straightaway for the last time, and this time Fortney does make some progress through 1 and 2. Here we go, 3 and 4. The top 4 throw a blanket over him off of 4. George Morrill wins yet another feature event here at Twin Cities Speedway, as the balance of the field comes under Robin Davies' checkered flag. So George Morrill in number 91 sweeps tonight. It was a good one. My name is Bob Burback. That's the mini stock feature. George immediately pulls off the track along with Donnie. And we'll be back. In a minute. All right, here we go. Dynamite comes in small packages. The NorCal Dwarf cars are on the track. Can you believe it? We're only a couple, 3 months away from the Dwarf Car Nationals. What's this going to be, the fifth? This is going to be the fifth annual Dwarf Car Nationals. I can hardly believe that it's coming up that soon. A great event here at Twin Cities Speedway and Checkered Flag Motorsports Television. That's us/me. We are going to cover that event in its entirety. We're going to go green this time around. Mike Grennert's on the pole, and on the outside in car number 96 is Larry Richards. Problems in his heat race is going to prompt the champ, Howie Ross, to start scratch. That's last on the field. Star-studded field of cars and drivers through 3 and through 4. Here we go. The feature event is green. Up the front straightaway we go. Through 1 and through 2. Little bumper tag going on a little further back in the pack. Through 3. Oh, we got him sideways up the back straightaway. Got Walt Hotchkiss stopped. It looks like, is that Kiefer? Yeah, it's the Kiefer 13. And Sean Mize also stopped. There's a fourth car up there. I can't see the number. It's behind the pole. I can't see who that is. All right, we'll try this one again. Grennert's on the pole, Richards on the outside. Green flag is on the speedway. Oh, Richards has a big problem. Oh, and hammers the backstretch wall. Yellow light goes on. This start 2 will be negated. We'll be back. All right, here we go. We're green. We just got the flag up the back straightaway. Sean Salisbury takes off to an early lead. Man, that's a kid you don't want to take off and run away from this field. Salisbury, feature event winner here on several occasions at Twin Cities Speedway. Ross has made a big move in the initial laps. Howie Ross in number 27 from the back has picked off 5 or 6 cars in a single circuit. Good run back here as Sean O'Leary and Steve Alberti Jr. Alberti and Salisbury locking horns here atop the point standings. So Salisbury leads going up the back straightaway. Vuki Wilson in car number 86. The Vookster runs in second. In third place is Danny White. And in fourth is brother Bert Endicott. Grennert has faded from his pole position into 5th position. So here we go up the front straightaway. Salisbury, Vuki Wilson. Wilson out of Minden, Nevada, makes the long tow to come race with us here at Twin Cities Speedway. Always good to stop by Vuki's place. She's got great taste in potato chips. Into turn number 1 we go. Up the back straightaway, it's Salisbury, Wilson. Now Endicott presses White. White's been a real factor during the last races here at Twin Cities Speedway. Now Endicott gets by. And the 6 car gives Bert a boot up the back straightaway. Take a look a little bit further back here as Ross, it's Ross. Ross up from his last starting position into 6th already. Oh, the yellow flag flies on the speedway. So we'll have to do this one, or start this one again. Oh yeah, Hotchkiss is stopped in 2. So Walter having problems. All right, here we go. We'll go green this time around. Salisbury has led from the outset. Vuki Wilson runs in 2nd position. Dan White runs in third. Endicott's pass of White negated by that yellow flag. Here we go. Diamonds off of turn number 2. Fuki Wilson side by side up the back straightaway into turn number 3. Salisbury and Endicott getting into it coming out of turn number 4. So Wilson, Salisbury feature event winner here. Last time the dwarf cars were here. Now the 27 car of Ross. Ross is up to 6th. Now underneath Salisbury goes Endicott. So Fuki Wilson, Burt Endicott, 1, 2. A real brother act here. Oh, we got them banging wheels here a little bit further back in the pack as Mike Corbett tries to make some progress, but here's a charge for the lead now. Checkered Flag Motorsports Television will always look for the best race on the track, and right now it's brother against brother up the back straightaway. Side by side now up the front straightaway. Fuki continues to lead. Bad Burt runs in second. Salisbury looking at it all from his third position, and Danny White running in fourth. Now here comes the champ, the 27 car of Howie Ross. Ross up to 5th from last. As the final laps begin to click off, brother against brother right up front. Wilson so far able to hold off. Bad Burt. Burt's real sideways out of turn number 2. Then Salisbury. Here comes Ross. Ross now challenges for 4th. Oh, tries to put a slide job on White. It looks like he's going to get the job done and move into 4th. So what a passing job here tonight done by the NorCal Dwarf Car champion, Howie Ross. Oh, and now for the lead, Endicott through turn number 2. Looks like Fuke might have slipped just a hair, and brother Burt goes right on by. So Fuki Wilson, now Endicott starts to make some progress away from this pack of cars. Now Ross up the back straightaway with Wilson. Ross has done some work here tonight coming from the back, much as Wilson did in the last event here at Twin Cities Speedway. Salisbury remains consistent in number 15 and undoubtedly will take his point lead into the next race. Sean Salisbury doing a great job for a young man, in only a couple short seasons now at the top of the listing. Oh no, the white flag flies. And Ross is going to make a run for it. Can he go from last to first? Ross through 3 and through 4 for the last time, and Endicott wins. Ross needed a 21-lap feature. Wilson finishes 3rd. And Salisbury, Sean Salisbury, also out of Nevada, making the big toe, finishes in 4th position. My name is Bob Burback. The Dwarf Cars never fail to please. What a great feature event. That man did some work. Endicott wins it. Wilson runs in 3rd. Salisbury runs in 4th. That's the feature. I'm Bob Burback. We'll be back in a little bit.
Jerry Carlin, points leader, and feature winner at 0-0 outside that field.
All right, race fans, here we go. It's time for the Twin Cities Speedway Stock Car Series. Notable by his absence tonight is the 1999 Twin Cities Speedway champion, Craig Eubanks, not entering into tonight's races. On the pole is Jason Cavazos. On the outside, Cindy Sherman, Jimmy Vieira. Can't wait for the party at Jimmy's pits after the races tonight. Brother Josh got married on Friday, and he and his lovely wife are hosting a big party after this race. So let's get this one done, guys, so I can go eat. Green flag flies on the Speedway into turn number 1. We go for 20 hard ones around Twin Cities Speedway. Now McAllister in number 7. Remember how, oh, and look at Sherman. Sherman bursts out of that 3-wide situation in turn number 2 to go into second position. Cavazos is going to lead. No, and Duffy's off the wall coming out of turn 4, and he gets tagged by the 3-car of Avalos. So that was an interesting first lap. Oh, Cavazos really sideways out of turn number 4. Sherman continues to run second. McAllister, you remember he ran away in his heat. Now Chop looks under McAllister, so Chop's got a real opportunity. Oh, and now Sherman and Chop get together. Cindy a little sideways off of turn number two. Cindy in the Bridge Street Bowery special every Wednesday night. Take a look at the races from Twin Cities Speedway at the Bridge Street Bowery. Cavazos through 3 and through 4. McAllister runs in second position. Big group of cars and drivers here for 3rd through about 8th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. No, Bartlett 3 wide up the back straightaway. Look at this into turn number 3. Bartlett throws it in real sideways, and he's able to save it, man. Now Sherman and Chop find each other yet again. And coming out of all of this, smelling like a rose, is Avalos in number 3, who continues to climb in the points here at Twin Cities Speedway. So the Dan man doing a great job. Up the back straightaway now. Chop looks low. We're 3 wide going into 3 again. Bartlett follows Chop through. Got some great slicing and dicing going on a little bit further back here in the pack. As old Shefka and the 34 car of Sherman banging on each other up the front straightaway now. Jerry Bartlett presses Chop. Chop and Bartlett start to reel in McAllister. Oh, now McAllister's real slow. I thought he got out of the... Oh, and Cavazos, your leader, has taken the big right turn back to the... Here's a 3-wide deal for the lead. Bartlett, 3rd to 1st. Chop comes out of that mess in 2nd. McAllister 3rd, and the 3-car of Denny Avalos in 4th. What a terrible shame for Jason Cavazos in car number 83. Man, it looked like he had these guys covered. Jason Jason into the pits now. Vieira in number 3V under the gun here from Bartlett. Vieira coming into tonight's racing program in 4th position. Consistent finishes all year long, Jimmy V. Now the 73 car of Bill Knoop continues to run towards the front. Big bad battle here between Olszewka, Avalos, and McAllister. McAllister must have some mechanical problem as he begins to fade. So far, we're non-stop. Big tragedy in this one is that the 83 car of Cavazos had him covered. Now Sherman heads for the pits. Bill Knoop in number 73. Through 3 and through 4. Currently running in second position. Avalos runs in fourth. Fifth is McAllister. Sixth is Duffy. Here's Stacy Bartlett getting passed by Dad up the front straightaway. We're still non-stop in the stock car feature here tonight. Take a ride around the Twin Cities Speedway Oval with young Dan Avalos in car number 3. And here comes your leader, Jerry Bartlett. Bartlett in number 00. White flag is on the Speedway, so it looks like JB is going to rack up yet another feature event victory here. Oh! Duffy comes down on Bartlett in turn number 3 on the final series of turns. Checkered flag flies. JB wins. Chop runs in second. Nuke third. In fourth position, we believe to be Olszewka. In fifth, the 3-car of Avalos. It could well be the 3-car of Avalos running in fourth position. I'm not a scorer. Jerry Bartlett wins yet another feature event here at Twin Cities Speedway, making a shamble of this racing season. John Porkchop Johnson runs in second. That's the main. It was a good one.
Appreciate your interest and support of our races here at Twin Cities Speedway tonight. Once again, 4 divisions next Saturday, Pacific Sprint Cars.
As always, race fans, this is dedicated to the daring drivers. Don't forget Raw Thrills and Spills Volume 9. Volume 9? Great tape. Give me a call. We'll make you a deal. You don't have to pay 25 bucks for it. How about Stock Car Mania 2000? What a great look at short track stock car racing over the last 10 years all over the West Coast. We couldn't do this if we didn't get some help from Yuba City Scrap and Steel. Thank you, Richard. Right across the street from Walmart in Yuba City. How about Frank and Joy's Auto Repair? Thank you, Joy, for your support. The Bridge Street Bowery, where the racers meet every Wednesday night. Video from Twin Cities Speedway. Richard at Performance Auto Supply. Can't wait to look at the memorabilia he's going to show me here. Infield camera, Skip Waters. I'm Bob Burback. We will see you next week from Twin Cities Speedway, and we will see you at the races.